Hey everybody, what's up? It's Ben here. Saturday morning, it is 7:30 or something like that. I'm getting in my car and we're going to try and do some yard sailing today. I see a few things around here locally. I really have no idea what we're going to find. Fortunately for this video, we won't come away empty-handed no matter what. I do have a couple things that came in. I made a Facebook Marketplace online order as well as an eBay order and possibly one other thing that I'm hoping will arrive today, as well as some other interesting local pickups that I'm working out. So anyway, hopefully there's some good content for this video. One eBay thing I thought I might bring up is the little PlayStation retro game sleeve thing I paid $1 for. I sold this week for 20 bucks. So quick tip to everybody, when you're out there looking for stuff, don't underestimate things like little cases or accessories and things like that. I think a lot of people just overlook this stuff. But the truth is, it's some of the stuff you can often get for the cheapest and either add to your collection or trade or sell or whatever. So anyway, let's see what we can find. All right, so we're back in the game room. It's a little bit later in the afternoon. I went out for a couple hours, had some pretty decent finds out in the wild, just some random yard sales and pop-up flea markets, basically. Nothing too crazy. I just got in my car and said I was going to enjoy the nice morning and see what I could find, and I did find a few things. So anyway, for the rest of this video, I'm going to show off what I got. I'll show off the yard sale stuff, I guess, last. But first, I'm going to show a Facebook Marketplace pickup that I got a bunch of Sega Genesis games where I think I paid $20 plus a few bucks shipping for. And then another one, which was an eBay bulk lot for PS2 stuff, sort of some for me and some to trade. 32 bucks plus shipping, I think, for that one too. So some pretty good finds. So let's get into it. All right, so here's the Sega Genesis bundle I got off of Facebook Marketplace shipped. Every so often I still find deals on Facebook Marketplace, shipping items. So I just keep an eye on it sometimes, and every so often there's a lot that works for me. With shipping and all, you have to be mindful of increased costs. But here, I think it's going to work out. You've got a few not uncommon, very common games here, like NBA, Madden 97, Mario Lemieux, RBI Baseball, Joe Montana. I mean, look, I'm only going to try and get a few bucks each for these. I paid 20 plus a few bucks shipping for the entire lot. So these are just sort of recoup the money ones. Toy Story I know is a little bit better. This will probably put on Whatnot, because I know last time I put one of these on Whatnot, people were really into it. Copy of Tecmo Super Bowl, that's a really cool game. But I got it already complete in box, so that'll be a trade one. Another really cool game, Toe Jam and Earl Panic on Funkatron, that's the second game. The label is a little warm, but still a pretty good game to trade. That will definitely make back a lot of my investment. And then NHL 94, which there's a little rattling in there. I don't know what's going on. I'll have to open it up, but even that's a good trade piece. It's a great game. And then the reason I actually got the lot was to get this, because I didn't actually have this Genesis game. I really don't know that much about it. It's called Shove It, the warehouse game. And I just noticed from the label it's a cart I don't have. And to be honest, with Genesis carts, weird carts of games that I don't have, I'm basically going for a complete Genesis collection. I've got several hundred games for Genesis. So when I find something unique, I want to pick it up, especially in a good deal. Here's the next lot. This was the eBay lot I was mentioning. $32 plus a few dollars shipping, I think, for this one. I'm pretty happy with this, considering there's a couple games, or at least one game I'm going to keep. A few fairly common but tradable pieces like 007, the NCAA game I actually think even goes for a few bucks, Red Faction, Dark Angel. Godfather I know is a good trade one. That one I'll probably put on Whatnot. Baseball, Taurus Trophy. This one, it's only like a $9 or $10 game, I think, but this is one of my personal recommendations for PS2 if you're starting to collect, is Virtua Fighter 4 Evolutions. It's a ton of fun. It still plays really well. Definitely recommend that one. And Soul Calibur 2, another great trade piece. So, I mean, honestly, between Soul Calibur, Virtua Fighter, and probably like the Dark Angel and maybe one or two other games, we should be able to make back our money. And then some. And really the only games I was sort of interested in, this one's weird. It's called Lowrider, which I guess is like kind of a hydraulics game, I guess, for cars. So I don't even know if this is good or not. It's so unique. Either it'll be a good trade piece or it's something I'll keep. It's a PS2 game I don't own. And even though this one's probably a huge piece of shit, it's Simpsons skateboarding. I'll keep this one for myself, just because it's Simpsons and it looks pretty bad. But I mean, most Simpsons games are. But I didn't have this, and I think it maybe goes for 20 bucks or so, I'm guessing. So anyway, for 32 bucks, not too bad. Same deal as usual. Try and get rid of some of this stuff and make back our costs and keep the Simpsons. As far as yard sales and fleas are concerned, I started with literally just driving around locally. I saw that there was this like sort of pop-up flea market right near my house in a little park. Couldn't have been more than a mile away from my house, and I drove over there and walked around. Didn't find a whole lot of video games, but I did find these 3 books. I don't know much about like hardcover books, but I do know people are into like first edition hardcover Harry Potter books. So I bought these 3 books for $5. Obviously, this isn't Harry Potter. I don't know exactly how much they're worth. I think these are maybe like 15 to 20 bucks, possibly. And this is maybe a $5 to $10 book, whatever. It was $5, and I was just, usually when I'm going out, I'm at my first place, I'm kind of eager to pick something up just to sort of get things rolling. So I figured this would be good for eBay. I also paid $1 for this Xbox 360 controller, just a plain black controller, but it has the battery cover and everything. The lady, as soon as I picked it up and looked at it, she was like, I don't know if it works, just don't worry about it, I don't know, but it's in decent enough shape. So I was like, I'll give you $1 for it. And she's like, great, great. And she sold it to me for $1. So we'll clean it off, test it, and hopefully it works, because I could probably get 15 bucks for it. This was one of the easiest yard sale pickups ever. Just a random neighborhood yard sale I happened to stumble upon. I don't even think it was on any of the apps or listed on Facebook, at least as far as I could tell. And I walked up, I asked them, do you have any old games? Like, yeah, we got that stack over there. And I walk up, I said, oh, okay, let me take a look. And the guy's like, listen, just $1 for all of them. I don't want them. I need to get rid of them. And I was like, okay. Yeah, I would have given them probably $1 each. And honestly, I don't even want Connected Ventures. And one of these is empty. But whatever, for $1 for all of them, I mean, GTA 5 and Black Ops 2 and Call of Duty Ghosts, I mean, that's totally fine with me. This was also a weird pickup. Another yard sale I stumbled upon. I go up and I say, do you have any video games? And she points to me, and this is the only game they had. They had all this other stuff, just this one specific Nintendo Switch game loose. And it's hard to see, but it's Resident Evil Revelations. I guess the collection on Switch, I think, is the first game on the cartridge and the second game is a digital download. So it came in this little plastic bag. I paid $5 for this. I figured $5 for a Resident Evil Switch game, you can't go wrong with that. I probably won't keep this, although I hear this game's all right. Yeah, $5 probably will go up for trade. Last stop of the day was another random flea market. I did pretty good. There was a lot of people there and a ton of vendors. I just feel like today it felt like the yard sales and flea markets really kind of picked up from the last couple times I went out. So anyway, I didn't pay very much for any of this stuff, and let's get started. So the first thing, I just found this random, so I saw a big stack of video game cases, and most of the cases were empty, but this one wasn't empty. It had a GameCube game in it, of all things, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. The guy was like aloof, he didn't know what to do. I said, would you take $1 for it? He said yes, so I figure for $1 for a GameCube game, that's fine. It'll probably go on Whatnot. Here's these 3 games. I actually knew the lady who was selling it. I always run into her, and she was selling them for $3 each. And honestly, I usually wouldn't pay $3 each for these, but she's been very nice to me over the years. So I just said, sure, these are all flippable anyway. So $3 each on these, maybe $25 for the 3, I'm guessing. A guy was selling DVDs. He said 50 cents each on DVDs. This is a box set. So I said, well, it's 6 DVDs. Would you do, I guess, $3, right? And he said, sure. So this is a BBC thing. This is, again, just for eBay. I think I could probably get $20 plus shipping for it. Jane Austen collection. A lady was selling a lot of random stuff. This was the only video game I saw. It's X-Men on the Sega Genesis. And I paid $5 for it. It's maybe a $12 game. I got a complete box. That'll be a trade piece or probably Whatnot. I think people on Whatnot will probably want it. There was a guy, real hustler at this thing. He's like, come on, everybody, pick up these games. Gonna give you deals. He's selling hats and stuff, too. So I dug through his Xbox 360 stuff. They were $5 each. So I only picked up these 2 games. Left 4 Dead 2, probably, I guess, a $10 game. Definitely an eBay one. And this one I might keep for myself. I'm not sure. I may actually already have it. I'm not totally sure. Is GTA 4 and Episodes from Liberty City Complete Edition. I think this is actually a little bit more expensive. Maybe a $25 or $30 game. I'm not sure if I know I have GTA 4 and stuff. I'm not sure if I have this specific edition. So depending on the deal with that, I may or may not keep it. So anyway, really happy with that. For $5 a piece. Lady was selling a lot of random stuff, but she had one Super Nintendo controller. It's a little dirty, but it's intact and it feels good. The buttons don't feel messed up or anything like that. I need to clean it, but she only wanted $4, and I figured a Super Nintendo controller for $4. You can't go wrong with that, assuming it works, which I think it will. And then I guess the last thing, another good deal, is just a random box of things, and I found one video game in it, Star Wars Battlefront 2 for the PS2, and I paid $1 for it. Again, nothing too crazy. I think today, in general, the pickups were more about, like, hey, I keep finding some really nice things that I can trade. And you see, there's a couple things like the GTA or so that we might keep from the collection, but like a lot of good things to sort of build my trade inventory and everything else. So let's wrap it up. Thanks for watching the video. Just want to wrap things up and say a couple things. So first of all, I actually didn't do an auction last Friday night or whatnot. I just needed a break. Sometimes it's a lot of work to do a lot of this stuff, so I try and take my time with all of this. I will do another Whatnot auction soon. I'll put something here so you can follow me on Whatnot in case you're interested in anything. It's stuff, extras that I find as well as extras for others. And I'm not a business or anything. This is just money that goes back into the collection. I've made some other pickups, things that haven't arrived in the mail, so there'll be another video pretty soon. I'll probably go out yard selling and flea marketing next week, so we'll probably get another video in the near future. Please do me a huge favor, like, comment, and subscribe, all that stuff. All that interaction really helps the channel get seen. I think we're at like 1,173 subscribers now, which is awesome, and we want to keep growing. Just another comment about the whole yard sale flea market thing. You have to have a good attitude about this stuff. I didn't find anything crazy today. I didn't find Little Samson or anything nuts, and most of the time you don't. But I found some cool stuff. It was a nice morning. I had a good time, and that's the sort of approach I would recommend if you're going out yard selling this year. I know a lot of people get frustrated that they're not finding amazing stuff, and my advice is to enjoy the process, and if you don't enjoy the process, maybe this isn't for you. So anyway, that's it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.